This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank, the best in Bay Area high school sports. Thrilling football action with rivals Los Gatos and Saratoga. Skyline battles Encinal and Wilcox meets Pittsburg.
Our season with Valley Christian football continues as we check in with the Warriors during bye week. We have great volleyball with California and Monta Vista, and we'll meet the Gilroy football players volunteering at the Gilroy Garlic Festival when the shooting began. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We begin tonight at Hayward, where the Farmers are off to their best start in years. Quarterback Francisco Sedano has thrown for nearly 400 yards, leading Hayward to a perfect 3-0 record.
Yeah, but the Farmers face their toughest test yet as the Campolindo Cougars come to town. The Cougars are 3-1 to start the season with outstanding senior quarterback Grant Harker throwing for 1,000 yards in just 4 games. Campo at Hayward Friday night. Here come the Hayward Farmers at their beautiful new stadium taking on Campolindo. Campo on the board first early in the first as Grant Harper tosses to the far side for Ryan O'Neill, who is outstanding in Paper Moon. 7-0 Cougars. Campo looking for more, but the Hayward D was tough all night long. Trayton Wilson with the sack here, but Campo on the board again in the first as Harper throws a strike to Joey Schmidt, and Joey is gone. 14-0 Campo in the second. Later in the second, Campo driving again, but Wilson again with a huge defensive play as he knocks the ball loose and then runs it down to recover the fumble. A huge play by Trayton Wilson. The Farmers got a big game from Reggie Garrett, who is one tough, hard-nosed running back, but the Farmers would not score because the Campo defense was stellar all night long. This pass is picked by Ryan Fritsch to end the Farmers' drive. A nice defensive play there. And one more score for Campo in the fourth quarter. What's up, Doc? That's another Ryan O'Neill movie. Ryan scores and Campo wins. 21-0. Harper with 166 yards in the air and 2 touchdowns.
North Bay sports coverage is brought to you by South County Chrysler of Marin. Homecoming at Jefferson as they host San Mateo. We start out with a punt return in the first. That turns out to be so much more. Tariq Bird scoops it up, jukes through oncoming traffic, and he is off. A 92-yard punt return to start things off for the Grizzlies. The defense would go to work in the second. Glenn Ocampo making the tackle in the end zone for the safety, and it's 10-0 at the half. Bearcats on the board in the third. Luke Bergstrom flips it back to Dane Anderson, who launches one to Michael Vendel. That is a halfback pass, a little hot potato, and he holds on to carry it in for the TD. Later that quarter, Bearcats on D, but not for long. Luke Bergstrom intercepts it and regains possession for San Mateo. He'll go back to the offense and get it downfield, hurling it to Lucas Castillo. A tough hit there, but he gets right back up. San Mateo pushes it to the one where Bergstrom punches it in to take the final lead, 14-10. Bearcats come from behind to improve to 4-0. Bergstrom, what a guy.
The Berkeley Yellow Jackets and Castro Valley Trojans opening up WAC Foothill League play. The Barnum sisters, little sibling rivalry pregame. The Yellow Jackets in control early. Ayanna Barnum to Eliana Ives to Margot Fish, who gives Berkeley a 9-point lead. Now it's Alicia Smith to Ives to Ayanna in the corner, and the senior finds a hole in the backcourt, and Berkeley takes the first set 25-17. The Trojans bring in the heat in the second. Here's Annika Conley to Kyra Willits to Ashley Chacon, who tools it off the block. Castro Valley ties the match at 1 set apiece. The Trojans carry that momentum into the third set. Watch Kiara Warren put up the big-time block, but Berkeley fights back. Smith to Ives to Ayanna, and that one lands, and the Yellow Jackets take the third set by 3 points. Fourth set now going back and forth. The Trojans take a 2-point lead here as Chacon bumps to Willits, who sets Conley for the monster slam, but the Yellow Jackets stick to what's working. Smith to Ives to Ayanna, who crushes this one for the point as Berkeley takes the 4-set 25-22 to end the match 3-1 over the Trojans. The Yellow Jackets picking up a big league win, 3-1.
Up next, we we have Los Gatos taking on Mountain View. Spartans looking good early. Feast your eyes on this. Oren Jaffe passes to Nate Randolph. Randolph, a little pump, and it's enough, but Randolph isn't done yet. Here he is looking deep for Tony Nardelli, and Nardelli trying to get there before the goalie. He does, then dips under, comes back up, and delivers an easy shot. Mountain View in command early. Lars Schubert with the shot. Ball is still in play. Max Leroy the shot, and it is good. Los Gatos still alive. But this is all effort. Liam Neer, count him. 1 block, 2 block. He's not done. Loose ball. Mountain View gets it. 3 box, 4 box. Liam is fired up. Mountain View still on the attack. Jaffe passes across the pool to, you guessed it, Randolph. Impressive catch and shot there. Randolph still at it in the 4th. Here he is in the middle of the pool. That's not going to stop him from delivering a strike. Randolph leading the charge for Mountain View. 5 goals in the Spartans' 14-7 win. Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rikers Center.
It's a brand new rap every week. Here are the Players of the Week.
Rikers Center, Rhyme Jamal, Big Murph, check it out. The Aguilan is Don QB, Brady Hutchinson got his name in people's mouths like babies sucking thumbs, or in the air like a hanging puppy tongue to land a big catch like Tom Brady chucking chum with 325 passing yards, record breaking like glass and shards from crashing cars, averaging 240 passing yards per game with opponents at his disposal like a garbage train.
He's going end to end like Alpha to Omega from the Live Oak Bodega. It's Caleb Ojeda. They call him CO2, breathing life into the offense, and he and his receivers have a high correspondence. 11 for 16, passing with efficiency, 241 yards. He runs the ball ambitiously. 3 touchdowns. Caleb carrying the acorns, swerving through the lines like a quarterback and wait for him. Oh yeah, Cal High Sports, Rikers Center, Ramen Jamal, Big Murph, and those are your Players of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
ACL tears are major injuries for the athlete, and only 3/4 get back to the same level of play as prior to the tear. Therefore, a lot of emphasis has been placed on ACL injury prevention. The PEP program was developed in 1999 in Santa Monica and stands for Prevent Injury and Enhance Performance Program. It involves warm-up short jogs, stretches, strengthening, plyometrics as hops and jumps, and agility runs. The goal is to optimize the neuromuscular and biomechanical function from the hip to the ankle to decrease the forces on the ACL. Since the PEP program has been shown to be helpful in ACL prevention, we are seeing a variety of other prevention programs come out targeting specific sports. And hopefully, as we learn more, we can decrease ACL injury rates even more in the future.
Coming up, 2 red-hot teams in the East Bay as Skyline battles Encinal in the Diablo Motors Monster Game.
And Gunn takes on Menlo on the hardwood next.
Bye. Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mitty. कैसी हैं आप?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So good to see you. It's late. Where are you?
I'm at work.
Oh gosh, so late.
I know, but guess what?
What?
I've saved enough to come visit you.
Oh, that's such a great news.
At US Bank, we believe that hard work works. And for everyone working toward a goal, we're here to help.
The biggest summer sale ever is here at South County Hyundai of Gilroy, where all of Northern Cali shops. Over 400 cars and SUVs to save on. Get $7,000 off all new Hyundai Elantras in stock. Here's the real deal. The award-winning Sonatas starting at $16,888. 2019 Hyundai Kona Automatic, only $15,888. All 2019 Ioniq Electric in stock, $6,000 off MSRP. More green with less green. What? South County Hyundai of Gilroy.
Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by Diablo Motors. Life's too short to drive a crummy car.
We are back at Levi Stadium with two outstanding East Bay teams meeting at Encinal. The Jets featuring senior running back Isaiah Smith, who's run for 300 yards this season.
The Jets hosting the 3-0 Skyline Titans. Skyline features senior running back Jalen Wilder King, who has 247 yards rushing in 3 games. Skyline at Encinal in our Diablo Motors Monster Game, and our Wesley Boone was there.
Monster Game, yeah.
The football season is rolling on. We're at Encinal High School, where the Jets are preparing to host the Skyline Titans. The visiting Titans, Jalen Wilder King, he had a royal performance last week. 7 carries, 134 yards and a score. Jets will keep an eye on him tonight. For Encinal, Kier Stewart, the dynamic wide receiver, a big 40-yard touchdown catch last week. It's Skyline taking on Encinal in our Diablo Motors Monster Game. A beautiful night for football. Things quiet for most of the first half until Isaiah Smith makes his entrance. Hello! Look at the footwork. He's going to work his way back across the field before finally being brought down 39 yards later. That's the longest play of the game. Sets up this. David Romero Reinholtz hits his man Teddy Oliver. Teddy, he's excited. This is the only offense we get in the first half. Skyline running back meet the Jets middle linebacker, Josiah Naigalevu. Wow, that looked painful. That hurt me. 7-0 Jets at the half. Second half offense still hard to come by. Quarterback goes outside to scramble. Well, this guy's menacing. Naigalevu again lays the hammer. Ball is loose. Scooped up by Kier Stewart, making a play on defense this week. Takes it all the way home. Extra point missed. It's 13-0. The Jets are flying high. This Jets defense is scary, folks. Naigalevu had himself a game. Steps in front of the pass. Good luck catching him. Another defensive touchdown for the Jets. We've seen 2 defensive TDs. Are we going to get a third? The answer is yes. Isaiah Smith, stellar game at running back. Scores on defense here, though. 3 defensive touchdowns on the evening. Jets improved to 4-0 on the season. Here's Naigalevu describing his pick 6.
I feel like it just gave us a bunch of energy, and it sparked it gave us momentum throughout the rest of the game. And when I scored it, when I ran to the sideline, everyone was happy and joyful, and it gave us more emotion than we had before. Because we all follow each other, and we all try to set examples for one another to follow.
From Alameda, Wesley Boone for 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The Gunn Titans facing the Menlo Knights in a Monday night matchup. First set, the Titans' Heidi Pernama over to Monica Crichton, and Gunn has the early lead. Hannah Hoffman with the sick dig, and then Havana Hoff pushes it over on the second hit. That was a nice play by Havana. Gunn down by 2 here. Michaela Leong sets it over to Captain Rachel Grant, and Gunn takes the 1-set lead. Watch the Titans' Madison Fitzgerald receive the serve, and it falls in Knight territory just like it was drawn up. And Gunn goes on to take set 2. Lauren Griffin to Anna DuBois to Grant, and Gunn goes up 2-0. Menlo always remains in striking distance. Hoffman sets it up, and Emma Holland jumps off 1 foot, landing the kill to take the 1-point lead, but Gunn would win this match in 3. Jessie Carter throwing up the block, and Gunn goes on to win it. Look at that stat line from Rachel Grant, 19 kills.
Each week, 49ers Prep, South County Chrysler, and U.S. Bank bring us the Coach of the Week award.
Here's the 49ers 2-time Pro Bowl fullback Kyle Juszczyk with this week's announcement.
Hi, I'm 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk, here to announce this week's 49ers Prep Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week, presented by U.S. Bank. This week's award goes to Acalanes High School head coach Floyd Burnshead. The Acalanes Dons were able to defeat the Berkeley Yellow Jackets on Friday night to a score of 57-28. As part of this award, Acalanes High School will receive a $1,000 grant from the 49ers Foundation. Coach Burnshead will also be invited to a 49ers practice at the SAP Performance Facility, where he will be presented his award by our head coach, Kyle Shanahan, and will be recognized in the field before one of our home games later in the season. Congratulations to head coach Floyd Burnshead, this week's Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week.
Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play each week. This is a play exemplifying the kind of great work at Albany's Construction. Doing the dirty work this week is Sadie Pete from Cal High. Sadie, number 12, with a gutsy dig here, sending it perfectly to the setter as the Grizzlies get the point. Sadie Pete digging just like Albany's Construction.
Coming up, one of the best from the CCS taking on one of the best from the NCS as Wilcox travels to Pittsburg.
But first, take a look at our Cupertino Electric Volleyball Power Rankings.
I was in pain all the time. It was a very horrible time in my life.
When it matters most, patients turn to Stanford Healthcare. Torinia's specialists were driven by compassion to relieve her from pain. Innovation from research gave them new tools using robotics to correct her spinal injuries. The results speak for themselves.
After surgery, I would say I'm back to pre-normal, like everyday life. I don't have words for it, really. It's amazing.
Discover more at stanfordhealthcarenow.org.
Hi, I'm Greg Meyer, owner of Diablo Motors Auto Sales. Our no-hassle approach makes it fun and easy to buy or sell your next luxury car. We have a great selection of amazing certified pre-owned cars at the best prices anywhere. Why buy new when you can save thousands on one of our finest slightly used cars? We'll have you in and out of the store with your new car in as little as 30 minutes. And we handle financing, extended warranties, and we give top dollar for your trade-in, paid for or not. So come see us in San Ramon for a no-hassle deal. Diablo Motors, the nice, honest, non-dealerish car store.
For more than 65 years, Cupertino Electric has been delivering power and possibilities. With offices throughout California and project sites throughout the U.S., Cupertino Electric today builds renewable, commercial, utility, and data center projects for some of the most influential companies in the world. Beyond that, we are a people company. We build family, communities, and meaningful careers. Visit CEI.com today or connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or other social sites to see our openings and join our team.
We are the Half Moon Bay High School Marching Band.
And you're watching 49ers Cal High
Sports Report.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the Wilcox Chargers looking very strong again this year. The 2-1 Chargers feature senior running back Paul Rosa, who has 400 yards rushing already this season.
The Chargers meeting the 3-1 Pittsburg Pirates. Pitt with a strong passing game this season with senior quarterback Jerry Johnson throwing for 800 yards in 4 games this year. The Pirates hosting Wilcox Friday night.
The Pittsburg Pirates taking the field against Wilcox. Get ready for a good one. First drive of the game. Wilcox on the board. Jeremy McCullough on the quarterback keeper. He plunges over the goal line, and the Chargers get a field goal to make it 10-0. The Pirates answer back in the second. Quarterback Jerry Johnson drops back and throws a rainbow to James Battle. 39 yards to pull within 3. Just before the half, Wilcox strikes again. Isaiah Flores in. It's 17-7. Back from the half, Pitt on the move. The ball is fumbled at the 10, but there to gobble it up is Battle. That was huge to allow Pitt to score on the drive to pull within 3. 6 minutes to go in the third. Wilcox at their own 35, handed to Flores. He gets rocked a few times but stays on his feet, stays in bounds, and takes it home. Wilcox adds on in the fourth quarter as McCullough hands it to Flores, and the Chargers take a 31-14 fourth quarter lead. But hold on, folks, we are not done. 11 minutes to play. Pittsburgh still down 31-14. Johnson to Johnny Blackman, who hauls it in inside the 10-yard line. And next it's Johnson rolling right and throwing a strike to Brian Pierce, and the Pirates make it a 2-score game. Pittsburgh gets the ball right back after an onside kick. The Pirates in the red zone. Johnson takes this one himself and heads to the end zone, diving for the pylon. Touchdown, Pitt. Wilcox leads by 3. 4 minutes left. It's 4th and 1, and the Pirates D-line comes up with a huge stop. Pittsburgh picks it up with 2 minutes to play. The Pirates in the red zone. Johnson escapes the pocket and connects with Pierce, and Pittsburgh takes his first lead of the game, winning at 35-31.
The San Leandro Pirates getting ready to host the Irvington Vikings. Vikings jump on top early. Noelani Takai tosses it to Kiara Lamas, who rockets it in the corner. That was a nice goal. Irvington closes the first quarter with a 3-0 lead. Here's Amber Goebel to Haley Ross, who floats it in to Takai, who taps it in for the goal. The Pirates get on the board in the second quarter. Kaylee Forrest finds Janice Serrato. The senior throws a floater, and it is good. San Leandro pulls within 2. The Vikings with some great ball movement here. Sofia Atanakovic goes inside to Takai, who sets up Goebel to take it home. Irvington runs away with this one in the fourth. Takai sprinting towards the goal. The junior gives it to Peyton Schmitz, who fires it in. Irvington goes on to win this non-league matchup 10-3 over the Pirates. Goebel leading the way with 3 goals. Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who amaze us each week.
Kiara Biagini joins us now with the story of some Gilroy football players facing the scariest time of their lives.
Robert, when there is tragedy, it presents an opportunity for heroes to emerge. That scary opportunity came for 4 members of the Gilroy football team 2 months ago.
On Sunday, July 28th, the city of Gilroy celebrated its final day of the 41st annual Garlic Festival. 4 members of the Gilroy football team were volunteering at the event: Tanner Estes, Josh Holler, Bryce Bayuga, and Zach Molden.
It was the end of the day, so a lot of people were having fun and just having a good time, you know?
The Garlic Festival is one of the largest food festivals in the world, averaging more than 100,000 guests each year.
And we heard fireworks at first, so we were like, oh, there must be like an end of the festival show or something, so we didn't really think much of it. But then we saw people running.
At 5:41 p.m., a gunman opened fire at the festival. 3 people were killed, 17 others were injured.
It was really chaotic, and like a bunch of people were running each other over. Just a lot of screams, a lot of panic. It's very terrifying.
During the attack, Zach was separated from the group and was able to frantically run to safety.
Parents were trying to like squeeze the bottom of the fence, and they were folding it up to push their kids under, just so that they could run up the hill and get away. And yeah, that was kind of what got to me the most, was seeing like the families separate like that.
Josh, Bryce, and Tanner were in the volunteer break area and were forced to take cover.
We gathered a couple people and just laid down and got as low as we could and hid behind a table that we'd flipped over.
As shots continued, the young men put the safety of their community before their own. They made sure everyone knew to take cover and helped shield those around them.
We told some people which direction to run, just to make sure that they got to the right place and didn't end up going into the direction of the shooter.
And as soon as we knew it was safe, we just helped them get out, because the longer you're there, the more in danger you are.
We were all just really focused on making sure everyone we knew that was there was safe.
The Mustangs took charge and acted with courage and selflessness, working to help as many people as they could.
I just feel like it was something that we needed to do for our community, and if I had the opportunity again, I'd do it again.
I just felt like if I was in the same situation as them, somebody would have helped me. So.
Gilroy football head coach Simeon Nash is proud of the way his players responded to the event.
If anything, it's kind of been a positive impact on my team, because they've been more caring about the community, more caring about everybody here in Gilroy. And it's almost like we don't take anything for granted anymore.
As the city of Gilroy continues to heal, the players are optimistic about the future.
I think it'll just make the community stronger. Honestly, I think that the Garlic Festival will come back better, and that as a community we'll just grow.
4 football players in a moment of chaos and crisis, a moment where their courage and care for the safety of others meant more than the safety for themselves.
Tanner, Josh, Bryce, and Zach are so brave for the way they acted during the shooting. The boys say that big crowds and loud noises still cause some distress, but football and being a part of the Mustang community is helping tremendously.
Yeah, absolutely. And Gilroy strong. The whole community has really come together, and I'm sure the Garlic Festival will be even bigger and better than ever.
It will.
All right, thanks, Key. Wellstrong has teamed up with the 49ers with physical therapy and sports rehabilitation centers throughout the Bay Area.
Each week, Wellstrong brings us concussion prevention tips from their team of outstanding doctors. Here's Dr. Anthony Saglimbenny with this week's tip.
A concussion is an injury to the brain resulting from trauma that does not result in structural damage. It results in a period of altered brain functioning that resolves over time. Concussion is usually not dangerous if handled properly. The athlete would need immediate attention, removal, and not return to play if there is loss of consciousness, seizure, amnesia, confusion, or loss of coordination. Seek immediate medical attention for any of these symptoms.
Coming up, our South County Chrysler Game of the Week as rivals Los Gatos and Saratoga meet on the Falcons' home turf.
And later we'll reveal where one Valley Christian football player will be playing next year as we continue our series this season with Valley Christian football.
Tri-Counties Bank presents a unique brand of service with solutions, a welcoming and listening style of banking with solutions that help improve your financial well-being. With easy access to over 32,000 surcharge-free ATMs, advanced mobile banking, banker support by phone 7 days a week, and an extensive community-based branch network, you're never far from a friendly face. It's easy to switch to better banking. Tri-Counties Bank. Service with solutions.
Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big bag plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right.
Why choose Invisalign over other aligners?
Are they comfortable and safe to wear?
I asked her doctor for a better alternative to braces, and he said,
only Invisalign aligners are made with Smart Track technology. Based on years of research, it moves teeth more comfortably and predictably than ordinary aligners. And in many cases, it works faster than braces, so I can develop a custom treatment plan that'll work for each of these smiles. That's why Invisalign aligners have transformed millions of smiles.
Invisalign, transforming smiles, changing lives.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Hyundai. Drive a little, save a lot. By the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by Stanford Healthcare. We're back at the NBC Sports Studio. The Saratoga Falcons are having a great season with their senior quarterback Peyton Stokes putting up big numbers again this year with nearly 1,000 yards passing in 3 games for the 3-0 Falcons.
Oh my goodness, that is impressive. The Falcons taking on their arch rival from Los Gatos, the Wildcats, with a high-scoring offense with quarterback Yost Gervin throwing for 500 yards this season. 2 undefeated teams in this big rivalry game. It's the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. Our McKenna Guerrero was there.
Saratoga getting fired up for their rivalry matchup against the Los Gatos Cats. Peyton Stokes takes a snap, runs to his right to find George Beyond in the end zone. Falcons get on the board first, 7-0. Here we go. Yost Gervin hands it off to Kyle Pinkman, breaks 1 tackle, takes off down the field. Now he breaks 1 more tackle as he hits the end zone. Cats answer back 7-7 with 6 minutes left in the first. Now Stokes drops back and fires this one to his man Beyond. Once again, touchdown Falcons. Toga up by 1 score. Gervin lasers a screen to Jean Lejeune. He turns on the Jets and gets into the end zone and ties it up once again with 11 minutes left in the half. Stokes rolls to his right, looking for an open man, somehow finds Beyond 4-6. The dynamic duo continues. Falcons up by 1. 5 minutes remaining in the half. Gervin gives it to Adam Garwood, and he plows it into the end zone. Cats go up after the 2-point conversion. Seconds remaining in the half. Gervin looking for an open man, drops a dime to Lejeune in the end zone, 4-6. Cats up 28-24. Stokes dips a play action, rolls to his right, doesn't like what he sees, and takes it in himself, diving across the end zone. Toga up 31-30. 3 minutes left in the third. Gervin takes the 3-7 and rifles it to Lejeune yet again for the touchdown. Cats up 38-31 into the fourth. After another LG touchdown, Stokes gives it to Tyler Chapin-Price. He shakes up multiple defenders and spins into the end zone. Toga trails 38-45. LG ready to take this one home. Mason Holberg dives into the end zone. Cats go on to defeat the Falcons 52-38, and we caught up with the LG boys after the back-and-forth rivalry game. All right, what's up, everyone? I'm McKenna Guerrero, and I'm here with your Game of the Week winners, the Los Gatos Cats. How y'all feeling tonight? All right. We got to give it up to our MVP. He's averaging 160 yards passing a game. He had 3 TDs tonight. Now, every time you step out onto the field, you see that confidence. What keeps you so composed?
That guy right there, the big man. My line is just so good that I can just trust him on every play.
Well, we got to talk about this dynamic duo you had tonight with Logan. Talk about that.
He just knows where I want to throw the ball. He just gets the right spots. I just tell him where to go. He always catches it. If I miss a little bit, always there to catch it.
All right, Adam, we got to talk about your first touchdown. You look like you jumped over the crew to get that one. Can you walk us through that?
Yeah, I mean, the offensive line made a big hole. Big shout out to them tonight. And I just saw some guy on the ground, and I made a jump for it.
All right, here we go, Andres. Now it all starts in the trenches. What do you have to say about this team's performance tonight?
I think it's all based off the O-line play, you know, how we just, it's amazing how we've improved so much as a unit from last year. You know, last year that was our weak point, and to improve that much in a year is just, it's amazing.
Well, that is Los Gatos defeated Saratoga 52-38 to hand them their first loss of the season. This has been the Los Gatos Cats. I'm McKenna Guerrero. We'll see you next time. Take it away, guys.
The Monta Vista Mustangs feeling right at home as they face California. The Mustangs get off to a good start in set one. Sarah Doolittle over to Isabel Strand, who sets up Amrit Dalawal for the kill. MV wins set one, 25-20. Monta Vista trying to take control of the match in the second. Doolittle bumps to Strand. She backsets Grace Wiesbard for the big-time kill. But the Grizz fights back. Sophia Aguilera to paint lead to Genevieve Bain, who smashes it to the wood. Cal continues to rally to take the second. Natalie Pete over to Lee, who sets it perfectly for Elia Dutcher for the point. The Grizzlies win it 26-24. But the Mustangs would answer back in set three. Doolittle, a nice dig to Strand with the set, and Avery Markham kills it. Monta Vista takes the third, 25-18. MV looking to end it in the fourth. Carly McPherson bumps it to Strand, who dumps it over the net for a nifty little kill there. But California battles back. Natalie Pete to lead to Sadie Pete for the point as the Grizz win the set, 25-18. We go to a fifth set. The Grizzlies keeping their momentum going in the fifth. Natalie Pete over to Lee to Bain, and that one is not coming back. Monta Vista trying to stay in it, but check out Elliot Dutcher going up high for the block as California completes a thrilling comeback win in 5 sets over Monta Vista. The Grizzlies now 16-1 on the season. Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Lily Rapalian of California High School Volleyball. Lily volunteers with Families Without Borders, a program that raises money for kids in Africa who can't afford college. Lily explains why helping this program is so important to her.
I became really interested when I found out what it was doing, and especially for Families Without Borders, I found it really interesting how the students who graduate through the program have to help someone else, and it just really encaptured me.
Coming up this season with Valley Christian Football, our behind-the-scenes look at the Warriors is next.
And later, it's Carlmont taking on Palo Alto right here on 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Back at Levi Stadium as we continue our season-long series on the Valley Christian Football program.
The Warriors enter their bye week 3-0, so this week we popped in on the team during practice as they prepare for the league season. The season with Valley Christian Football is brought to you by Mike LaBarbera of Terra Commercial Real Estate. Preseason is officially over.
Brutal.
Before the Warriors head into West Catholic League play, the entire league has the week off to prepare for the inevitable warfare that comes with playing in one of the Bay's toughest leagues. Bye week is a time to get the players' minds and bodies right. And no school is better equipped to do that than Valley Christian.
Let's go!
Adam Tafralis is the lead trainer at Valley Christian.
All the way to the edges. All the way to the edges.
The former MVP quarterback at San Jose State works with all athletes year-round, providing personalized workouts to current and even former Warriors.
We've seen this in the last couple of years, is that our teams are going further because they're healthy.
Squads have to be deep.
Senior Arjun Guman is in his second year on varsity.
I got pulled up after sophomore year, and just walking around, I saw all these big guys, these big linemen.
Through the performance program at Valley, Arjun gained 30 pounds between his sophomore and junior seasons.
So I was in there every day, sometimes before class, most of the time after class, 7 workouts a week.
Arjun earned himself a starting spot at center for the Warriors.
I was relieved, I made it this far, I worked this hard, and it's finally mine.
What we've created on this campus is something that all athletes feel that they have a home. We've given them a place that they always feel comfortable. If you feel comfortable, you're always going to be a little bit more engaged, happier.
Yeah, you got to open up those shoulders. Go all the way to the edge.
Players also use the bye week as a chance to get better ahead in their classes, and for the seniors, ahead of college admissions.
Have you thought about how you're going to apply?
Moon Ashby is a 3-star linebacker who is juggling college visits and SATs along with his usual commitments to the team and classroom.
So how would I get that?
So I think our number one goal is for athletes to really see that they can be an active part of the process and finding schools that are a great fit for them. We don't want them just sitting back and kind of thinking that they have no control and they're just waiting to see who they get an offer from.
I think that's what ends do.
Moon's hard work on and off the field has officially paid off.
Moon.
Announcing this week that he has accepted the offer to play at Washington State next season.
We took an official visit, me, my dad, and my grandma, and they really loved it, and I really loved it too. So they support me through like forever, football, financially, emotionally. So I owe it to them to help them make my decision. Our sole purpose is to terrorize the offense.
Whether you're a freshman or senior, all of these resources are available year-round, producing not just successful teams, but happy athletes, happy students, and happy kids.
Don't say that.
Your name, play, amen.
Amen.
So congrats to Moon on his commitment. It's going to be a fun week for him and the rest of the Warriors as they kick off their league season next week against their rival, St. Francis.
Yeah, some special emotion involved with that St. Francis game.
Exactly, there is.
All right, very good. If you would like the entire game video from the games highlighted on the show tonight, you can order those on our website at 49erscalhighsports.com. Be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and Instagram. This season, we have all the scores from every Bay Area football game on our Instagram feed by 11 every Friday night.
Give us a thumbs up on our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube page. That's where you can find and share all of the highlights and features you see on the show every week.
Coming up, the Diablo Motors CCS Monster game as Carlmont battles Palo Alto.
And to the Mission Valley League for Washington and James Logan next.
Learn more about becoming a warrior. Visit us at vcs.net.
I'm gonna be a ballerina.
Good, better, Emma. Answer to new.
I'm gonna be president.
And the winner for president is Emma Williamson.
I'm gonna start a juice bar.
Emma, the numbers are looking really good. You're gonna start a juice bar.
At US Bank, we believe hard work works. And for everyone working toward a goal, we are here to help.
The biggest summer sale ever is here at South County Hyundai of Gilroy, where all of Northern Cali shops. Over 400 cars and SUVs to save on. Get $7,000 off all new Hyundai Elantras in stock. Here's the real deal. The award-winning Sonatas starting at $16,888. 2019 Hyundai Kona Automatic, only $15,888. All 2019 Ioniq Electric in stock, $6,000 off MSRP. More green with less green. What? South County Hyundai of Gilroy.
When I first came here, my goal was to be a contributing player on my high school's JV football team. The center actually not only helped me achieve my goals, but exceed even what I initially set out to do. I was able to continue playing football professionally through a lot of the things that I learned at the Rega Center. The Rega Center is a place to help you achieve your goals and then, tailor it to whatever the person's goals might be.
Back at Levi Stadium with the Palo Alto Vikings taking a 2-1 record into their game with Carlmont. The Vikings feature outstanding wide receiver and quarterback Jameer Shepherd.
The Vikings taking on a Carlmont team featuring outstanding running back Jonathan Keown. The Scots also 2-1 on the season and looking to topple the Vikings in the Diablo Motors CCS Monster Game. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
Monster Game, yeah.
Welcome to Palo Alto High School today for a big non-league matchup between Carlmont and Palo Alto. The Scots have another fantastic running game this year with Jonathan Keown leading the charge with over 300 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns. On the other side, senior receiver Jameer Shepherd lead the talented Pally offense with 270 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. Jameer will be following in Devontae Adams' footsteps, going from Palo Alto to Fresno State next year. The Green Bay Packers star winning a state title with the Vikings in 2010. Should be a great game in our CCS Diablo Motors Monster Game. The Vikings get on the board first in the first. Danny Peters throws on the run to Colin Giffen, who hauls it in, jukes a couple of defenders, shows off the spin move, and powers his way for the TD. Pally would score another to make it 14-0 Vikings after 1. Carlmont battles back in the second, give it to Dane Fafita, who plunges his way for the score, and it's 14-7 Pally. But back come the Vikings later in the quarter. Peters connects with Louis Passarello in the end zone for 6, 21-10 Palo Alto at the half. The Vikings extend the lead in the second half. Josh Butler gets the handoff, sprints down the sideline, and he is gone! 58 yards to the house, and the Vikings take a commanding 27-10 lead. But the Scots answer back. Hand it to C.E. Tenge, and he is in for 6. It's 27-17 Pally. Carlmont still rallying back. It's Tenge getting the handoff once again. He breaks a few tackles, sprints down the far sideline, and turns on the Jets. 58 yards to pay dirt as the Scots cut the deficit down to 3 after 3. But the Palo Alto Vikings close it out in the fourth. Peters heaves it down the field to Fresno State-bound senior Jameer Shepherd, who makes the catch. Pally would score a few plays later as the Vikings win it 34-24 to go to 3-1 on the season. A big game for Josh Butler for the Vikings, and for that, you get to be on TV.
Honestly, a lot of the outside zones. I mean, I got to give it to the coaches for just preparing a great offense for us and just looking up like what's going to be good.
In Palo Alto with the Monster Game, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The James Logan Colts looking to take home their first league win of the season, taking on Washington. Logan sophomore QB Marcus Sanders hits Jamin Taylor, and Taylor walks it in 7-0 Logan. 6 minutes later, Shamoon Duncan Niasulu, now at QB, keeps it and heads down the far sideline. The junior with his 5th touchdown of the season. It gives the Colts a 14-0 lead. In the second quarter now, number 5 for the Colts, Chase Sims, gets some great block in there from his lineman, and Chase is loose. The Huskies' Jason Wasik catches up with him at the 15-yard line, but then Chase does it again, finding the hole and hauling it in for 6, 27-0 Colts with 10 minutes left in the half. Next, Logan drive. Duncan Yasulu hits Jeremiah Johnson, and Jeremiah turns and finds a clear shot to the end zone. James Logan tacks on 49 points in the first half. The snap is bobbled. Duncan Yasulu sheds a tackle in the backfield, and another one with a stiff arm V tiptoes his way down the sideline. Got in trouble with the refs for the early celebration, but still the points count. Logan goes on to win this one 56-6 to improve to 1-0 in league, 4-1 on the season.
The Ryan Savini fan club, made up of lots of old people, very excited for this match with presentation. Mitty in charge early. Here's Ryan Savini bumping to Tatum Korb over to Reagan Dryden, who tips it over the block for the point. Mitty wins the first, up in the second. Savini a nice pass to Korb with a terrific back set to a sliding Julia Cabri, and the senior crushes it off the block. Press fighting back in the second, Franny Longwellow to Paula Goodison. A deep set to Kylie Francisco, who had a strong match for the Panthers. The Monarchs take the second right here. A nice short serve by the Panthers' Jaden Greenwood, but look at the diving dig by Reagan Dryden. It's over for the point. That's a great play by the sophomore. Set 3, the Monarchs looking for the sweep, and a nice dig by Jackie Badagliaccio over to Goodison to Francisco, who gets the kill. The Panthers take the third. Longwellow with a tough dig to Greenwood, who sits Anya Casturi, who rips it off the block, and we go to a fourth set. Ellen Virgason, strong at the net for the Mitty Monarchs, gets the roof for the Monarchs here, and Mitty clinches the match as Kendra McDonald gets it to Korb. Quick back set to Cabri, and that's not coming coming back as Mitty takes it in 4 sets with McDonald and Virgason leading the way.
Each week, the Harker School celebrates its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. This week, we honor outstanding running back and baseball player from Wilcox High School, Paul Rosa. Not only is Paul an outstanding athlete, he's also a great student with a 4.3 GPA.
Super talented guy, brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates freshman Arjun Barrett, Rohan Bromik, Gordon Chen, Brian Chen, Jacob Huang, and Nicholas Wei, all grade 9, and Reshma Kasaraj, grade 8, who were named for more than 2,300 entrants to the top 300 in the 2019 Broadcom Masters competition for projects they entered in science fairs last year. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Coming up, Northgate takes on Mount Diablo.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for football.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. By Invisalign, winning smiles start here. Learn more at Invisalign.com. And by the Serino Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer, longtime broker with Serino Group. And my husband, Charlie Wiedemeyer, and I are longtime supporters of high school sports.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine with Serino Group Real Estate, representing Palo Alto and the surrounding communities. I'm proud to support Bay Area high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
The Northgate Broncos are off to a 2-1 start to the season with senior quarterback Jackson Malikoff leading an impressive offense.
The Broncos meeting a Mount Diablo team that hadn't won a game in nearly 3 years, so the Red Devils' 2 wins already this season is a big deal. Mount Diablo looking for win number 3 at home Friday night. The Northgate Broncos getting ready to take on the Mount Diablo Red Devils. Kevin Kruger takes a jet sweep, headed to the pylon for the 7-yard rushing touchdown to give the Broncos an early 7-0 lead. Quarterback Joe Fulp hands it off to Max Berrien, and Max takes it 20 yards downfield. Scoring on the next play are the Broncos, and it's 14-0 Northgate. Next Bronco drive, Nathan Wu bounces to the outside, and then just lightning speed from there. That's another Northgate touchdown. Mount Diablo looking to get something going, but the Broncos bring the heat on defense and knocks the ball loose. And Eric Prow picks up the garbage and rumbles 21 yards for the score. More stellar Northgate D as Tassini Maaki deflects the pass, and there to pick it off is Robbie Keyser, who races towards the end zone, and he is in. 39-0 Northgate. And one more for the Broncos here. Keyser busts through the line, breaks a tackle, and races 52 yards for the touchdown. Some love here for Mount Diablo's D'Angelo Jerome, who breaks in the backfield for the loss, but this is all Northgate. The Broncos win it 46-0 to improve to 4-1 on the season. That's their first league win.
A special Splash Out Cancer event at presentation with lots of pink and all the proceeds going to Splash Out Cancer. Menlo attacking early, but look at the save by Sarah Shaw, who had a fine game for the Panthers. But Menlo gets on the board here. Look at the one-handed grab by Rusha Bott, who fires a perfect shot into the corner, and Menlo has an early lead. And just to prove it wasn't a fluke, Rusha does the same thing again. Bott's goal giving Menlo a 3-1 lead. More Menlo with Sophie Golub swimming in and skipping it home. It's 4-1 Menlo Knights, but Prez battles back in the second. Off the penalty, Carly Whitaker fires from way out and scores. And now Elise Mullen tosses inside to Sophia Harvey, who battles the defender and then tosses it over the keeper for the goal. And then Caroline Frieda, free on the break, tosses it over the keeper, and Prez gets as close as 6-4. But Menlo closes it out right here. Annie Bisconti working hard and getting the shot. The ball sliding slowly into the net as Menlo wins it 7-4. 4 goals in this one for Rusha Bach. The Harker girls volleyball team is having another fine season.
The Eagles meeting up with Shanberries from 99.7 Now at the Rikes Center this week.
We're at the Rikes Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. Hey, it's Shan from 99.7 Now, here with the ladies of the Harker girls volleyball team! You guys just kicked off league. What are your predictions for this upcoming season?
Well, the team definitely looks really strong, and we made it all the way to CCS finals last year and even the first round of NorCal, so we definitely want to cross that barrier, maybe even go even further this year.
Absolutely. All right, and Emily, I know you're a senior. You guys started off great this season, 2-0. What are some of those obstacles you guys are foreseeing, and how are you guys are going to overcome them?
Well, last year we had a 16-person team, and this year we have an 11-person team. So I guess transitioning from that such a huge team, such a small team, and keeping the energy really high this season will be really important for us.
Cool. And I love to end with some of those Harker girls volleyball traditions. So tell us what you guys do, some of those traditions before every game.
Well, before every game, starting from last year, our senior, we decided to do Tai Chi. So kind of before every game, we group up together, and like Emily here, she always leads it, and we try to shake off all that bad mojo. Another tradition we have is every away game, we have team lunch together.
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah.
Can you show me some of that Tai Chi, Emily? Oh my God. And then don't get me started on all the food that you guys are eating. You guys seem so much fun. Again, I'm Shan from 99.7 Now. You can catch me every morning on the morning show, 6 to 10 a.m. Give it up for these girls, Harker girls volleyball.
Team on 3, 1, 2, 3, team!
DGGG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to
Kiara Ward in the Castro Valley Trojans. Kiara throwing up the block and loving that one as she smiles at her team. Go to DGGG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's a Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikes Center.
Hi, I'm Coach Sam Dempsey. Today's training tip is a low-high push-up. He's going to place his hands underneath his shoulders, press down through his thighs to lift his chest and hips off the ground, maintain his core tight. On an exhale, he's going to push straight through the floor. Hold for a position there. He's going to lower back down, maintain the same position, core activated, and push through. And that's your low-high push-up.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a very cool pair of headphones, and a ticket to our end of the season awards banquet right here at Levi's Stadium.
Our Wesley Boone counts down the contenders, and then he will announce this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week. What you've all been waiting for, the plays of the week, and we've got a good list. Tyler Chafin-Price refuses to go down. Little spin cycle for good measure at the end. Worthy entry to the list. On to Palo Alto, Colin Giffen brings in the pass. Looks like it's going to be good for a first down. Uh-oh, little sidestep. That was nice. Oh, he's got more. Breaks through this tackle. They're trying to bring him down. Giffen it is all, and unlike my credit card, he won't be denied. Touchdown. How are we going to top that? Glad you asked. With this, James Logan, Shamoon, Duncan Niasulu. This play starts off as a disaster. Duncan Niasulu making something out of nothing, somehow stays in bounds, and he's off to the races. A high five for good measure. That's a touchdown, folks. And our play of the week, San Mateo. They're pulling on a halfback pass. Look at this. Almost intercepted. Instead, Dane Anderson. Do you believe in miracles? I do now. What a play, and that's your play of the week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week. We'll meet a football player from Ignacio Valley who had to give up the game he loves to support the people he loves. We'll see you next week.